70,000 spectators, and they've come out in full force for this one. A fantastic atmosphere here in Minneapolis. And we find ourselves at the stadium that played host to Super Bowl 52, the wondrous U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis. Today we've got a Week 8 matchup on tap here between the Chicago Bears and the Minnesota Vikings. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And from the end zone, Deontay Hardy will bring it out. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further. Throwing on first down. Darby. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. They were looking to throw, holding on the big right tackle.
That's real simple, partner. Keep your hands inside in the chest area. You're probably okay. You get it out on the shoulders, get them wide. Usually going to pick up a holding call.
Back to throw. Darby. That's complete to Justin Jefferson. And they work this out past the 25. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
And they were backed up to start the drive, but not anymore. Now, that's the play call that the offensive coordinator had in his head. You saw the end result. He wanted to go ahead and push the ball downfield, and that's what they did. And they wound up with good yardage there to get things rolling.
The first carry now for Dalvin Cook. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. The Vikings at 1-5, really struggling here to start the year. And they come in with fresh legs. They got the extra time off thanks to an early season open week.
And usually your hope is that your open week comes a little bit later in the year. But when you get a chance to get your fresh legs back, you have to take that time and run with it. And that's what they're trying to get done here.
Looking to throw on second down. Darby. And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to third down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Third down, Dalvin Cook. And he will not get there as they stop him short right around the 34-yard line. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down. He handed it off there, but I don't really know if he would have kept it or tried to do anything else if it would have mattered.
Yeah, it's not always a wrong read when a play gets stacked up. Sometimes they're just at the line of scrimmage. There's just too many bodies to maneuver.
And as a result, now they're looking at a 4th down. So on 4th down, Ryan Wright on to punt for Minnesota. This is taken at the 18. 43 yards on the punt, 7-yard return, and the Bears take over. Fields and the Bears now with a 1st and 10. At their own 26. Here's Fields. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Going up top for Miller. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Well, give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. snap it to Fields. Looking downfield for Jones. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and that will force a turnover on downs. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Darby. A quick throw there, going to be batted away and incomplete.
I'll give them credit winning that first snap and forcing an incompletion. They're hoping that'll deflate the offense a little bit after they took the field charged up after taking over after a turnover.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. To throw again. Darby. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That pass complete to Deontay Hardy. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. I think everyone in the stadium saw that big hit coming.
And I, as a former defensive back, have to admit I'm a little disappointed. He actually was able to hold on to the ball. He brought the lumber on that play. Give my man a whole lot of credit for taking the hit and possessing the football.
And picking up the first down. Running for the first time with a fullback, C.J. Ham. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
A good solid game there on 1st down, but the defense has to be happy they didn't let it pop for anything bigger.
Now a 2nd down and 6. Here's the option. Running right. Once more, it's the fullback Ham. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. Call it a gain of 4 there, so it sets up a big play here. 3rd and a yard. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Got an open man finding Jefferson. And the Vikings are going to have 1st and goal coming up as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 2. If you're these receivers, you got to be ready, because when he's going to throw it quick on that RPO, he's going to throw it quick.
And this is why you spend time with your guy either in the offseason, during the week, the whole bundle. Because sometimes it's just telepathy. You both see the same thing, and he knows get the ball to him right away.
So 1st and goal now from the 7-yard line. Now they'll run the option to the short side left. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. A great play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Vikings will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Myers connects on the PAT. And it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. Ebner going to elect to bring this out of the end zone here. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And they enter play here in this one on a 2-game win streak, plus they come off the open week as well. So this is a team. He's got a man, complete. Touchdown, Chicago. In today's NFL, we talk about quarterbacks and their speed and accuracy, but there's still something about a guy slinging one downfield.
And as that ball was hanging in the air with the receiver streaking downfield to meet it, here in the stadium, you could just sense the crowd thinking, oh, no. And their worst fears weren't realized as that one turned into a long touchdown.
And that one, and even 60 yards in the air. Wow. The extra point splits the uprights, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And that one bounces out of the back of the end zone, so we'll start the drive at the 25 on the touchback. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And they had lost 2 in a row prior to getting the open week last weekend, so potentially a chance for them to get away for a bit, heal up, and puts it on the carpet. It's out, and this is picked up by the Bears. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Von Bell. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside the quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. The slot man in motion right. 2nd down, they go right back to Cook. 1 yard officially on the pickup, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 11.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing him further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
The Vikings on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. Looking to throw. Darby. Open here, Adam Thielen. And he takes this just about a yard shy of the 20. They were looking for a cushion from that end zone. He gave it to him, 15 big yards.
And that's a much-needed completion right there on third down. Really a sigh of relief, isn't it? They're backed up deep. You know they don't want to give the ball back to the other guys in great field position. They needed that throw, that completion, that first down.
So a much rosier picture now after that last play. Here's 1st and 10 at the 19-yard line. Now a give running right. It's Cook. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Darby. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. Looking to throw. Darby. That's going to be caught along the sideline, and what a job of keeping his feet in bounds. They say that's a catch. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
And that's how you pick up a 1st down. Not only does he make the catch, but has enough body control to get his feet down in bounds, toe tapping and dragging to make sure he gets it done.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Back to throw. Darby. A quick throw, but incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw again. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Hardy. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
So 2 of 2 on 3rd down conversions on this drive, and now they face a 3rd and 3 here. Off play action. Darby. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it, and the Bears are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
To throw is Fields. He finds his man, complete. That's Palmer. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Oh, that's a big let off there on third down because you've got to account for the running back coming out of the backfield. They didn't, and they got burned, not just for a first down.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by a Caleb Evans. And the Vikings are going to have it here just past the 25. So consecutive interceptions here early on in this one, and maybe setting the tone, Charles, for a game where the defense really takes center stage.
And don't you think that both offenses are really catching the bit from their coaching staff about avoiding these turnovers that we've seen early? I think both teams are trying to find an advantage. We know that. Can one of them break away and take control of this game?
They start the drive with Cook. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. It's second down.
Well, sometimes as a running back, you've got to be able to improvise when the hole's not where you expect it to be. But in this case, there wasn't any improvisation that he could do that was going to work. Kind of like if you're trying to be a comedian on open mic night at the Improv and you run into a tough crowd.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. Second and 8 coming up. Looking to throw. Darby. The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
Well, this defense is going to have to finish the job. There's still a second half that they have to play. But so far, an absolute total effort. They've disrupted the passing game, stressed the pocket for the quarterback. They forced him into errant throws. Everything they're doing has been executed well.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down.
And that's well executed there on third down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Steps away to his left. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's third.
Well, this is a half where not just the coverage, but the entire defense is setting the tone in this game.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Back to throw again. Working the sideline here. Did he get the feet in? Yes, they say that he did. Nice job tapping both of them down. 13 yards as the Vikings pick up the first down.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch. First down, here's the run with Cook. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts. as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. Ninth play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. This ball complete to Rager. And a nice job there defensively. They get him to the ground short of the first, right around the 42. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. They'll run for it. Cook. Dalvin Cook turned away on 4th down. And the Bears will get the football back. Even though they didn't get it, probably the right call. Too long for a field goal and just not a whole lot to gain from a punt there.
Yeah, you wouldn't have really netted very much yardage if you punt the ball, right? And the thing about a field goal, and you know this from so much experience, the longer the field goal, the lower it comes out off the kick, right? Which means it's got a better chance of being blocked. So you're taking a chance either way. I like the fact they went for it. Quality covers that time to slow down what's been the main source of offense against them thus far. Got to find a way to slow down that ball in the air.
On play action, Fields. He finds his man, complete. That's Palmer. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30.
A lot of times the key is just get him the ball and let him do his thing, and they got it out to him on the left side, and he did exactly that. Excellent run after the catch.
And his kick is indeed good, and that will do it for this first half. So we've hit halftime, just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. Set to resume. Here we go with the second half. The Bears holding the lead and ready to receive the kick. Ebner going to elect to bring this out of the end zone here. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And despite the turnovers, Charles, and they had multiple in that first half, they still have the lead as they begin this third quarter.
And they probably heard some...
He's got a man, complete. Touchdown, Chicago.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his second touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Point after, right down the middle. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. The Bears send the kicking team out there, and they will send this one away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Well, the opposition laid down the challenge and opening drive touchdown here to start the second half. And, Charles, now you feel like this group needs to get an answer because into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. And they will score a pick six for a Bears touchdown. Well, Charles, just some visibly frustrated players and coaches on that sideline right now because those halftime adjustments didn't work. The turnover problems continuing here in the second half, and the defense now sitting pretty comfortably as a result of that pick six.
I think that's a great observation too, Brandon, because they did make adjustments at halftime. But how about this other group staying a step ahead despite whatever happened in that other locker room? No surprise they're leading, and it's appropriate that those defenders got to add to the lead directly.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
A third down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
And here's a very low-line drive, almost whiffed on it. And this ball is going to be touched down just shy of midfield.
It's been a struggle all game for them on offense. This was a chance to maybe provide a little bit of a spark with a punt return. Unfortunately, that spark got doused.
Yeah, and you call special teams the third phase, but you see here it can be the first phase sometimes.
That is so true, right? It can ignite it one way or the other, and boy, that didn't help them at all.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Call it a gain of 4, and it'll leave them with a 3rd down and 6 to go.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football. Sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields looking downfield for Jones. And this is taken in at the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Now a handoff up the middle. Palmer, and he will fight his way in. Not giving up there, and he's got a Bears touchdown. A great effort there. His 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Bears get another 3rd quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is now 24. The Bears send the kicking team out there, and they will send this one away. Fields this way up at the 17. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession. And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard. On second down, it's Cook again. And this will be a Vikings first down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line. On first down, Darby out route to Jefferson, and he's got it. And the tackle going to be made at the 38. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 38. Left side, Cook. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Operating from the gun, Darby. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Eddie Jackson picks it. And the Bears are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's the guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
He's going to loft one deep left side here. And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown. And that looked almost to be a case of, a quarterback saying, hey, I'm going to throw this as far as I can and hope you run under it. Mission accomplished.
And we often talk about hang time for punts, but in this case, we should probably calculate the hang time on that throw because that one hung up there for a long time and managed to keep going and going until it found its target.
Yeah, and that throw, my goodness, and even 70 yards through the air. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. As this offense takes the field against CD. Remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in this second half.
I'm trying to decipher what's going on out there because I don't know if he's just getting bad reads. I don't know if the defense is confusing him. I don't know if he just has, bad info and intel before he snaps the ball. But he's made some pretty bad decisions with the football lately.
Yeah, several bad decisions on the interceptions he's thrown in. Frankly, that should have been another pick right there. To throw on 3rd down, Darby. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That goes for a gain of 31. Now, look, you're not going to be able to get this all back at once, but that certainly helps. And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. Cook now off the read option. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Hardy's got it on the out route. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down. And with this game well in hand, perhaps we are seeing the coverage lighten up a little bit as they got burned there a bit for a first down.
But we certainly know the coach isn't happy along the sideline because he certainly wants them to finish this one out the way they started it. He doesn't want to give up any soft completions, no late points. He wants this lead to stay right where it is. They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
This is caught. It's Hardy. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears 14. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Touchdown, Vikings. Donald Parham, a 14-yard touchdown. And the Vikings get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit. The extra point now coming from Myers. And the lead is down to 24. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. Ebner going to elect to bring this out of the end zone here. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate. But we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right.
The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. Out of the gun, Fields. Got a man complete to Miller. Touchdown, Chicago. Scotty Miller, 49 yards. And the Bears are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the fourth quarter. Extra point splits the uprights. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. The Bears send the kicking team out there, and they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there, and trailing big here in this fourth quarter. Oh, going for Jefferson downfield, and that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
The Vikings on third down. Now, they've converted 7 times and could use another right now. This is 3rd and 10. He's got a man complete. Touchdown. Justin Jefferson, 75 yards. And the Vikings are able to cut into that deficit. Obviously, the scoreboard right now is not the friend of this rookie quarterback. But, hey, a touchdown pass there maybe builds a little confidence.
Every rep is valuable when you're a rookie. Every time you step up and throw the football, there's a lesson to be learned. Yeah, he took advantage of a little bit of loose coverage there with the lead. But at the same time, got it done. It'll take a little bit of satisfaction away from that throw.
So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And the Bears hands team able to pounce on it and get the football. Now they're down big here in the 4th. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
On first down, it's Fields. Looking left sideline, incomplete. Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy, because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out, because this one, it was over a long time ago.
Fields' throw here into the hands of Jones. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. A shotgun snap, Fields. That's complete to Mooney. And he will have the Bears first down by about a yard as they find a way to convert there on 3rd down and 5. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll run on first down. It's Palmer. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. 2nd down.
Like any team, they would have loved to have had more yards on that run, but it looks like they just want to get to the 2-minute warning and see what they want to do after that.
From the 29, Fields. And this will be caught by Mooney. And he's going to get this down near the 25. Fields on 3rd down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Palmer. And they're going to get this down inside the 20. Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts, as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game. On first down, Palmer. And that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Palmer. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you watch high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
And they'll hustle up to stop him well shy of the 1st, right around the 15. That one good for only 6, and it leaves them with a 4th down. And they won't run a play here, no victory formation. They will indeed try to get 3 more. And now contact up front. And this might set up an interesting decision. And well, they could just run this clock out, but here is the field goal unit on 4th down. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. Now flags come in before the kick. Clearly there was contact. Who was at fault? A pretty large mental mistake right there to give him the first.
It's situational football, and you have to know you're down in distance. On that fourth down, any type of penalty would give them a first down, so you can't jump off sides. You can't encroach. You got to be careful.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but, boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And, partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for Chicago, they move back over 500 now at 4.